What's happening, everybody? And welcome back to Amateur Hour Sports for today's Raptors Watch Party. We got the Raptors in action tonight. It's so quieter. There we go. We got the Raptors in action tonight against the Boston Celtics. Should be a fun one. Let's see how this one goes down. Should be a fun one on the stream, is what I meant to say, because it may not be a super fun one in the game. Unfortunately, Raptors missing their two best players. Say what you want about anybody else in the team. These are the two best players. Brandon Ingram, the thumb injury is keeping him out of tonight's game. Unfortunately, he's out. Scotty Barnes, unfortunately, also out for this one. He was questionable this morning, I think. Then he got upgraded to doubtful relatively early on as well. So not playing in this one. Raptors without their top two against the Celtics team that has... It's really... I mean, what else can you say? Boston have owned us this season. They beat us by... they beat us by 16... No, more. Yeah, 16 earlier this season. And they've also beaten us by 8 in a game they led by more than 30 at one point. It was like a really tight window of a run the Raptors had to get themselves back in the game, which we don't know if that's going to be the case for them here today as well. So, Celtics really have had our number this season, and we're missing Scotty Barnes, and we're missing Brandon Ingram, so and we're away from home. So this is probably going to be a tough one for the Raptors. The spread here is moving in real time, but looking like 10.5-ish for the spread. So not a lot of confidence being instilled in the Raptors. I unfortunately have to agree with that notion. So probably a tough one. Probably a loss, but that's why we play these games. Maybe the Raptors pull through and win and find a way to go to the line. Regardless of what happens, we'll have some fun here today, and we'll enjoy the time on the stream together. Thank you so much for coming through, everybody. We're back to doing content. I'm back. Good news today. You may have seen it in the post on the channel page. I would recommend going, every once in a while, checking out the channel page, seeing if there's any news updates for myself. Or you can join the Discord with the link in the description, and I post streaming updates there. Anyways, streaming update is that we're back to normal. It looks normal here on the screen. I have my assets back, thank goodness. I don't have to build all of these out again. I was able to I wasn't able. The company that I had dropped my laptop off to get fixed. The fix really wasn't worth it for the laptop, to be honest. So basically, the graphics card was soldered onto the motherboard, and that they thought that was the issue, and that needed replacing. And they were just gonna either reflow or reball the part. I think it was reflow it. So I think they were gonna take it off completely, then resolder it. I think that's the terminology. I'm not a great computer guy, so correct me if I'm wrong. And that's not really a long-term fix. And I've had the laptop for like 4 or 5 years now. I've been doing so much content with it in the 4 or 5 years, with work, with my own personal endeavors. So felt like the fix wasn't that expensive relative to what I paid for my new computer. The fix was $250, but it wasn't a permanent fix, and it felt like this was the first domino to fall in that laptop. So decided to lay that one to rest. I didn't lay it to rest. I might try to part it out and get some of my money back, but not going to be using that anymore. The good news is I did recover the SSD, which is why the assets are up on screen today. All of the knowledge in the universe confined to this little device that I could plug into my computer to access my files from my previous computer. Technology's crazy, eh? This tiny little thing's got like so much data and space on it. So got all my files back. Have been able to build out the stream once again. I had to redo quite a bit of it, but for the most part, back to normal here. And we got Raptors watch-alongs tonight. We got one Sunday. We got one Monday. We're going to have the return of the happy hour as well on Monday as well for Raptors news, updates, discussion. So we're back. We're back, baby. I was a bit on the ropes for time today, so I actually couldn't take public transit to get to the place that I had dropped my laptop off at. So I had to bike there instead today. It was solid temperature today. It was like 8 degrees in Toronto, which is very nice. The fortunate part, it rained a little bit this morning, and it's been wet from all the melting snow. So it was pretty like messy out there. And I biked all the way there. It was about like I think it was like a 13-kilometer round trip. And I was on the ropes for time, so I was like hustling on my bike. So I got a pretty damn good workout in going to get my laptop back this morning. And let me see. I don't know how many. I don't know how many I did. Anyways, wait. I did 16 kilometers on my bike. Jesus Christ. I did a big bike ride. That's not that big of a bike ride, but like at the speed I was going at, and having just finished up at the gym, that was a good workout, whatever you want to call it. So I'm feeling good from today. We're back to content. I feel like what's the best way to describe it? Having my mind is at ease, having my files back. I'm enjoying my new computer. It's actually working better than I thought it would. It is a noticeable downgrade spec-wise compared to my laptop. It's definitely a downgrade, but it's working very well so far. And I love having, so I previously had one monitor here, and my laptop was on a stand on the side, which acted as my second monitor. I'm really loving now having two monitors of equal size. I feel like I have a much bigger. It's much bigger. I'm having more to look at here, which is nice. So yeah. Anyways, it's Friday. I thought a nice little beverage to celebrate. It is Friday. Would be quite nice. So, cheers to you. We're indulging on. Oh, look at the frost on that. Oh. The camera's even picking it up. The frost on that. I put it in the freezer for like 20 minutes. Look at that glisten. We have the whip, passion fruit, orange guava. Could have focused. Smoothie sour from Left Field Brewery. Local to Toronto. Fantastic brewery. We've got a left field glass for it to go in as well. They sell 18-ounce and 13-ounce glasses, which are good for their serving in-house. They serve 18-ounce, 13-ounce beers. Bad when you buy a 16-ounce can and need to pour in something. But that's okay. That looks good. That looks good. I've had this many times, so I know what it's like. But cheers. Thank you for your patience and understanding as I looked to rectify the computer issues. We'll drink to that. That is tasty. Nice and tart. A little sour. Packed full of flavor. I mean, you really get the passion fruit and guava with a nice little bit of citrus from the orange. That's good stuff, man. 5% as well. Ballpark pairings, garlic parmesan fries, honey chili wings. More of a buffalo wing guy. This is good. All right. Let's say what's up to the people in the chat. Again, thank you for sticking with me throughout this process. I did everything I could to get back as quick as possible. I have a member milestone chat, so I'll toss that in there. We back up, baby. Let's say what's up to the people in the chat. Thank you for joining me, guys. Happy Friday. I hope you had a great week. Hope you had a great weekend planned. We have college football playoffs tonight and yesterday. We have NFL playoffs 3 nights in a row after this. I'm excited. I am excited. Smart Sharma joining us. What it do? What it do, baby? Jimbo Jenkins coming through. Hopefully we can lose by less than 40. It might be a blowout, guys. I'm just being honest. The spread, it's a big spread. It's double-digit spread. It might be a blowout. Just get mentally prepared for that possibility. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights joining us as normal. Thank you. Q-Man out here as well. Thank you. Didn't we beat the Celtics? We have not beaten the Celtics. We lost by 8 and 16, but the game we lost by 8, we were down by 30 and deserved to lose by a lot. Young Guns, I mean, like SP007 chat says, we get to see some young guns, but if the game doesn't go the way you want, you may not be as enthusiastic about that. We will see. Hopefully RJ and IQ can show up here. Charlotte beat OKC by 25, and anything's possible. I mean, absolutely. I'm not saying we can't win. I'm just saying could go bad. Jacob, to make up for the hiatus in streaming, you have to stream the entire game today, even if it's garbage time the second half. Okay. That's fair. You know, I was kind of thinking about, you know, if they're down by 30 in the third, it is Friday, and I could go, you know, play some Ghost of Yote or something, but sure. You got it. I'm here for all 4 quarters today, and we'll hang out. We'll hang out through it all. The fact we came back a few times and won, we had some fun games while I was away. I'm happy I was back for last game. Holy! The Emmanuel Quickly buzzer beater. We got that on tape. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Giovanni says Anthony Davis having surgery in his hand, out 6 to 12 weeks. Yeah, pretty much kills any possibility of the Raptors trading for him. I could definitely see a team thinking like, we get Anthony Davis in a cut price deal, we tank the rest of the season, and he's back next season. Like the Washington Wizards trade for Trae Young, they might pull like a Raptors with Brandon Ingram where they sit the player out for the rest of the season because of the injury. Trae Young kind of injury. Anthony Davis actually injured, and then come back next season and try to go full throttle. So I can see a team doing that. I cannot really see the Raptors being the team to do that. Shout out to our 3-year member. Look at that lovely 3-year badge. I never made a 4-year badge. You know, when I made the membership badges initially, when I first launched memberships, I made a 1-year, 2-year, and 3-year. I never actually made the 4-year badge. So I don't even know what color to make the 4-year badge. We've got, let me see. Where did that go? Where are the membership badges? Oh, here we go. Sorry, I found the file. Yeah, we did gold for 12 months, 18 months. We did red for 2 years. Then we did purple for 3 years. I don't even know, but maybe the next one's got to be like white. I don't know. I mean, white and red would, like, white with red text would look good if you have like night mode on YouTube, which is not the default. So maybe not that. I'll think of something. We have to just keep doing new things. Hopefully we keep going. Anyways, Nava Yada, 3-year member in chat. Eff it, let's get most of minutes tonight. We got nothing to lose. Mo Bamba does not play for the Raptors. Mo Bamba signed a non-guaranteed deal. The day before the guarantee was going to kick in, Mo Bamba got waived by the Raptors. So he is not a Raptor. And it doesn't look like they're going to be bringing him back. So the Raptors got to look at him and said no thanks, essentially, is what happened there. The word from Michael Grange, Sportsnet's Raptors beat reporter, said that the Mo Bamba is over. I'll pull up a tweet for you guys here. Raptors were considering the possibility of bringing backup center Mo Bamba on a 10-day contract that would have begun Thursday or Friday in Boston. They'd waived him on Tuesday to avoid his contract guaranteeing for the rest of the season. Had he been on the roster against Charlotte at the time, it also would open the door to adding after 40 period. But Jakob Pearl on track to return from his back issues. He worked out again with coach on Wednesday in Charlotte. Scheduled to practice with the team in Boston Thursday. Decided not to bring back Bamba. So they've looked at some other options, but it looks like, honestly, part of it is certainly that Pirtle's coming back soon. Part of it has got to be that, like, Murray Boyles has played well enough that they're just like, we could probably roll with Murray Boyles and rather have him do that than paying somebody else to be on the roster. So no Mo Bamba for the Raptors. And they're not going to be bringing him back. I mean, listen, if the Raptors only have one 7-footer and that one 7-footer is never healthy and they sign a 7-footer and he doesn't make the roster, probably don't want him. Like, we are starved of centers, and he still couldn't crack it. Probably a reason why. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so what is out with torn meniscus and knee, likely needs surgery. Torn meniscus, that is not some small thing. Wow. So honestly, I didn't want him. So I don't really want Sabonis. I'll just leave it at that. Pickleball Pat joining, saying, this could be tough. Last game was amazing. Too bad we are so undermanned today. Yes. Even at full strength, it would have been a tough game, but this is certainly an unfortunate one. Now, if you says, Kata might have back-to-back 20-rebound games. I don't put it past him. 80 said he wants the max extension for whoever he goes to, so that's dead already. Of course he's going to say that. I don't know if anybody will provide it to him, but I don't know. I think part of the reason Trae Young was intent on going to the Wizards was that they were going to provide him the max contract he desired, so I think that's coming in the offseason. AD, I don't know if a team is going to give it to him. He wants a super max, 275 over 4 years. Listen, Anthony, you ain't getting 275 over 4 years. I'll say that. That's not fucking happening. I don't think anybody is letting that fucking happen. What if he were to go? What if he were to sign for the Lakers? Could you imagine? Like LeBron leaves and they give him the LeBron money. You know, that's not impossible. That is not impossible. Like if LeBron retires, I don't think LeBron will retire, but let's say like LeBron returns on like a tiny contract just to like give one last go at a championship, right? Anthony Davis, I don't think he's a free agent, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check. No. Oh, he's got a 1+1 after this with a player option. So he's not going to the Lakers. Anyways. The rise of RJ tonight, Raptors champ says, and Grady hopefully we'll see. RJ was excellent in the second half against the Hornets. I mean, he's the reason we won. I know quickly hit the shot, but RJ hit some tough buckets down the stretch. He was like 10 of 11 in the second half. We're going to need something heroic out of him today. Darko says they haven't run a play for CMB. It'd be fun to see if he starts today. It would be. He is starting. So anybody who's just tuning in and missed out on this earlier. Raptors starting quickly. Walter, Barrett, Murray Boyles, and Mamu Kilishvili. I like these guys. That's not a terrific starting five for the NBA. Because Brandon Ingram is out. Scotty Barnes also out for this one. Yep. Gonna have to just have to fly without him today. We'll see how it goes. Not expecting the greatest performance from the Raptors, but crazier things have happened. Absolutely, crazier things have happened. So, gotta go play down the floor and see if you can win. Let's keep it going. Mo Bamba has low basketball IQ. What's why he wasn't signed? He's like a 7-foot Precious Achiuwa. And Precious Achiuwa is in the NBA at least. At least I think he still is. Is he on the? Isn't he back with the Heat? Not that he's playing, or he's with the Kings, isn't he? I think he was with the Heat. Then the Kings signed him, so he's with the Kings now. Joe Jenkins reports today that we are a team to watch for Trey Murphy. But later, another report said the Pelicans don't plan on trading him. Well, they're not going to say they want to trade him. But if an offer comes in that they like, they're going to trade him. So I like that we're sniffing around the right players there when it comes to Trey Murphy. Now, guys, it just goes to show where my headspace is at. Hey, fair enough. We've all got busy lives. We can't all follow a team, super tightly like that. Why is Scotty out? Knee injury from the last game, which sometimes the swelling and it flares up the day after. You can finish the game, but it flares up after the fact. It's happened to me before. Hurt my ankle, played for the rest of the game pain-free. And the next day, I had another game. My ankle was in, excruciating pain. And I still played. And we got smoked. I probably shouldn't have played. That's okay, though. Man, AD just wants money. I'm good off him. Oh. I'm okay to pass on AD. I was always pretty hesitant. Truthfully, now I kind of look at it like, well, hey, if we can just do this without any picks, I might be kind of interested. But no, I think the Raptors are trying to win this year, and I don't think it's going to happen. Any predictions? I hope we go to CMB Hub offense to start. Surprised that, I wouldn't go out of that much out of the ordinary. I'd say run things through RJ Barrett a lot today. Gonna need a big defensive effort, though. You're definitely correct there. I think today, predictions, I think the Celtics will win. It's a big spread in their favor. I don't think that's some sort of hot take or anything. The Celtics, I think, win this game. We'll say 122, 115. Something like that. Higher scoring, maybe. Actually, we'll probably struggle to score. Let's say a bit lower. Let's say 115, 108, something like that. That'll be my prediction. But I don't think we're gonna win. But hey, I'd love to be surprised. I'd love for them to do it anyways, right? Why not? What an insane feeling to hit a buzzer beater in someone else's building. I'm just looking at the quickly highlight there. The whole crowd just comes to a absolute silence, That must be some fucking magical experience for quickly. Happy for him. We want him to succeed at the end of the day. It's better for the Raptors, of course, if he's succeeding. Anyways. Prediction what Darko will be trying. I think a lot of RJ. A lot of playing through RJ. And we're gonna need the guys who can shoot. We're gonna need them to be shooting today. We need them to be successfully shooting today. Can't have quickly go and starting the game 1 of 7 from 3 today, or else this could get a little bit out of hand. To be honest, Celtic size has been a bit of an issue for us. Actually, thinking back to the games, Jakob Poeltl kind of provided some of the bigger issues for the Raptors where they just kept putting him in isolation. I don't think it'll be as big of a problem with Mamu, especially won't be as big of a problem with CMB. Let me just see how the Celtics approach this one. Yeah, 150, 108, at least an interesting game late, especially an interesting game late. You think about that Hornets game, the Raptors played like shit, but they just hung around, had enough mini runs in them where they were at least within touching distance somewhat late, went on a run, hit a buzzer beater, and the rest is history. Spilled a little. Oopsie. This is a tasty beer, I gotta say. Hornets game was so unbelievable. Of all people, hit the 3 right at the end. Yeah, they did a pretty good job of getting him a open look as well. I think it was Scotty Barnes who set the screen to give him the space. They had 1.6 seconds. That was crazy. I'm trying to remember the last. What are the most recent buzzer beating win? Buzzer beater winning shots like that for the Raptors. Because last year they had the Jacoby Walter one to beat Orlando. That was pretty crazy. The one I can't think of one before that other than Gary Trent's in I think it was 2021 against the Wizards, like a true buzzer beater, like not like Brandon Ingram against the Pacers where the Pacers get the ball back. I think the most recent three now are Gary Trent against the Wizards, which was crazy. Jacoby Walter last season against Orlando, and the quickly one. But it feels weird there being like a 4-year gap in between them, between Gary Trent and Quickly. But those are the last three I remember. And I guess the one before that would have been OG Anunoby in the playoffs against the Celtics in 2020 in the bubble. That's got to be the most recent four. I don't know if anyone can correct me there. Elite ball knowledge. I mean, they're memorable moments when you're streaming them. You got to remember them. Starting five for the Raptors with the absence of Barnes and Ingram. It is Quickly, Barrett, Walter, Mamu, and CMB. For the Celtics, they go Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, Jaylen Brown, Sam Hauser, and Neemias Queta. That is what we got for today. Jakob is back. We might be cooked. Jakob, no way. If he was back, he'd be starting, no? Is he? Yeah, he's out. He's out. What are you talking about? You can't fool me. Well, you almost did. Oh, you meant me. I'm back. I'm back. Yep. I'm back from the laptop issue. I bought a new computer. Anyways, here we go. Celtics win the jump and get us started. I'll get the scoreboard activated in just a moment. Hauser cut off, and then Brown is fouled. Foul against Jacoby Walter to start the game. Yeah, so the laptop essentially, like, it was on its last legs. They could have fixed it, but I decided it was going to be an unreliable product if they got it fixed, so decided instead just to lay it to rest. I got the memory card recovered. It is now in here. It is now encased in this device, which I still think is kind of crazy, but all my files are recovered, and I'm using my new computer now. So free throws there for, I think it was Jaylen Brown, and both are good. So it's 2-0 for the Celtics to start off the game. No field goals as of yet, though. I'm watching on Sportsnet and have no issues. I'm on Sportsnet 1, but I'm sure it'd be on multiple. I'm just personally on Sportsnet 1 at the moment. Murray Boyles to RJ Barrett. Peyton Pritchard, the defender, has got to get the shot off at the shot clock buzzer. It's off the mark and in the hands of Jaylen Brown. Derek White, hands off to Pritchard. Now Brown, Walter the defender for Brown, at least to start the game. Pritchard for three, and he found a bit of space and was able to knock it down. Ready for BC. I'm not sure. Sportsnet wouldn't be blacked out in BC. If you're paying for Sportsnet, you're paying for Raptors games. Quickly in the corner for three. Got the air horn back for this one. First bucket of the game for the Raptors. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't see why Sportsnet would have it blocked. So I'm not in BC. I'm in Toronto, so it definitely is not blacked out here. I don't know. RJ in the corner, CMB now quickly sidesteps, goes back to CMB, catch and shoot from the corner, well off the mark. Rebound JB. I don't think Raptors have a stop yet, as it's 7-3, and that will continue here as Brown crosses over Murray Boyles and throws it down. Rocking an Australian red wine tonight. Take a break from my no alcohol one. Oh, enjoy. A little fancy for us. RJ going through some contact from Hauser. Wanted a foul. Doesn't get it, but what he does get is the bucket. 9-5 Celtics in this very frantic start to the game. JB out to Peyton Pritchard. going past Walter. Help defense from Quickly, cuts him off in the corner to White. Quickly met him. Doesn't go, but Hauser comes through nearly with the offensive rebound, but he can't hold it. Mama recovers and outlets to Walter. Raptors slowing it down a little here. Quickly looking to get a play going. Back to Walter. Nope, it's going to fire away the three. Got a good look and drilled it. If I'm lagging, it's your fault. My computer's fine. If it's lagging, refresh. Because I'm not getting any indication on my end that there's connection issues. Hauser for three. Nails it. Raptors allowing a little bit too many open looks here. IQ lobbed up to CMB. Love to see that. High flying. I don't have any other sound effects other than the air horn, by the way. That's all we got. Because I got to take more time to put that back together. I had the file, but I need to upload them to my soundboard, which I didn't do. I didn't have time to do. Pritchard fades away in mid-range. Raptors just cannot get a stop. You have Barnes on the side with a Canadian tuxedo. Are you doing the LA game? When is the LA game? Is that if it's Sunday or Monday? Yes. Quickly for three, and he drills it. Raptors three-point shooting, keeping them in this game when it was nearly playing him out of the game just a couple days ago. We have Sixers Sunday, Sixers Monday. So I don't know when the LA game is. Oh, Friday next week. Shouldn't be any reason why I'm not lagging. Okay, if you're lagging or not, whether you're lagging or not lagging, let me know in the chat. If there is lag, I'll try and figure out why. If it's just a few people, probably just need to refresh as another three drops for Hauser. Celtics have 19 very early on here. Raptors, if early indication is a sign of anything, they are not getting stops right now. Not lagging, even playing a game right now. Could just be like could be a problem on the YouTube end. So, just if it's lagging for you, refresh and it should be all good. Because I'm not getting any dropped frames. I'm not getting any connection issues. I would be alerted if I was, and I'm not. So, probably just refresh. If we're lagging, I'm going to be fucking pissed off because I just bought this new thing. Just bought this thing and I optimized all the settings for streams. Anyways, 19-13 Celtics. Big thing so far. Raptors cannot get a stop. Celtics 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Raptors started well. They're 5 of 8. They've hit 3 threes, but Celtics hitting everything. Raptors, it took them till, I think it took them to the fourth quarter to hit their fourth three 2 days ago, and they still won. Hopefully not a repeat of that in this one here today. I'm going to actually change keyboards here. 2 keyboards. What are you going to do about it? One loud. 1 quiet for content. The reason I have 2 is because I got one as a gift, and then it wasn't working properly, so they just gave me a new one, and then I fixed the broken one, and now I have 2. You saw Mohammed says I saw Jacob in the Bahamas on his computer. I have been to the Bahamas, but it's been about a decade and a half. So you ain't seen me there. The bums with poverty internet. I mean, it's possible your internet's poverty. Yes, if you're lagging. It's probably more likely that it's just like a YouTube issue. You just need to refresh. Do I think the game's over? Yeah. I mean, no team in NBA history has come back from 6 points down with 43 minutes to go in the game. That just seems insurmountable. Like 6. I mean, you'd have to average like basically 1.5 points every 10 minutes. I don't know. Making up 1.5 points every 10 minutes. I mean, maybe you're like the greatest team of all time, but I don't know about the Raptors. Anyways, back in it. We'll see if they can do the impossible and come back here. 19-13 Celtics. It'd be game over if they don't get a stop. If the Celtics keep going 7 of 8 the rest of the game. How does Miss Doggo like the new place? Mohammed asks. Because Hauser hits another 3. Good Lord. He's got 3 in very quick succession. My dog's getting used to it. It's a 2-floor apartment now, so she doesn't like the stairs. But she's getting used to it. She really hated the stairs when we first moved in, but she's getting more used to it, and I think she likes it now. I love having 2 floors. Feels like you can really separate things, you know. What does my shirt say? It says Amateur Hour Sports, the former name of the channel. Just realized the YouTube handle in the graphic here is wrong, and it has been wrong for a while because I changed it like 2 months ago. Wow, I gotta change this. This is not the YouTube link anymore. I'll do that tomorrow. Pritchard stifled at the rim. He's blocked by one of Mobo or Mamu, and Mobo gigs some minutes here with a lot of injury absences for the Raptors. Why is it always the Raptors that have to be down? I mean, they're not down a ton. They are 23-15 on the season after all. They win a lot more than they don't. Jaylen Brown to inbound, finds Derek White with a little bit too much room. Can't take advantage, and the rebound is batted to RJ. Raptors down 9. Quickly dished it off to Mobo, who finishes. Good finish there. Positive sign for Jonathan Mobo. Brown trying to fight his way to the rim, and did so quite a lot too easily, if I'm honest. Quickly going to respond other end. Got a good look, but can't finish. Can we get Huff? Excuse me. From the Pacers. I actually don't know what the contract is there. Hauser flips it out and is turned over. Quickly has it. Raptors in transition. Barrett to Grady. He's fouled by Hugo Gonzalez, who hates the call. He can't believe the call. But for the time being, at least, Grady Dick will head to the line. We'll see if Missoula wants a challenge here. Looked like a foul in real time. Nice pass from Barrett. Oh, that's not a foul. They're going to challenge that. They're going to win the challenge because he got all ball. So Celtics probably get the ball back here up by 9. All right. We're in the thick of things here. You got to be able to get some stops. And they are not really getting any right now. Apparently, Bamba is coming back. Everything I've seen is that he is not coming back. I haven't seen anything that changes that. Sam Hauser, 3 of 3. If Abaji was open, he'd be 0 of 3. You know, he might be. He certainly might be. I mean, Raptors are doing okay on offense. It's just they can't get a stop, and you got to get stops. The Celtics are 9-12. Raptors 6-12, and Celtics probably about to win a challenge here from a Hugo Gonzalez block on Grady Dick. Yeah, successful challenge. So Celtics get the ball back. Hepburn's career might be over. Why? What happened? Did he get hurt? Knee surgery. Torn meniscus. Oh. Torn meniscus is far from career ending. Raptors get a steal here. Mobo hands off to Barrett, going to the rim, and honestly, bit off quite a bit more than he could chew there. Not a great decision. Brown the other way, takes it to the hole, and puts the Celtics up double digits for the first time tonight. The Mavs held serious trade currency with multiple teams, including the Hawks and Raptors. Well, they probably want a player who's not injured. Quickly going through and drawing the foul. I mean, you still could get AD, but you got to think about how much he wants. He wants a max. Do you want to give him a max? Do you want to wait for the rest of the season for him? I don't know, man. If you're the 4 seed, I could see why you. I obviously the East is really tight right now, but if you're the 4 seed, I think making a tanking trade, which that would be a bit of a disservice to the team. It's tough to commit that much finances to a player whose availability is limited like his. And this is just like the latest injury. Yeah, maybe revisiting the offseason. I think that's fair. But to take like a team that is looking towards being a playoff team, that's more really poor defense by the Raptors. Garza's wide open. And the other way, Mom was wide open because Garza can't get back because he's slow. Maybe look in the offseason, but I think this season would be a very large disservice to the team and quite a disservice to the fan base, to be honest, to just throw away how well they've done so far this season. If he doesn't need surgery, then maybe, but apparently he does. I saw someone say in chat. Brown off in the 3, Mobo rebound. Grady Dick zips it forward to Mamu, who finishes in tight at the rim. Couple easy buckets in a row for Toronto's big for the night. Hauser 3, and he is money tonight. He is on fire, and he's hit another one here. Sam Hauser improves to 4 of 4 from 3 in the first quarter here. RJ going over top of Hauser. Doesn't go, and he's fouled as he's going up with his rebound. Even if 80's injuries are fluky, some people are just more susceptible to injuries. And he's evidently one of those people. RJ the line makes both. Back to single digits here, 31-22 for Boston. Derek White to Hugo Gonzalez. Back to White. What's going on? Skywalker. Thanks for joining. White, long, too. I mean, even their bad shots are going in. Like, they're just hitting everything right now. RJ to CMB. Open. Ooh, didn't shoot. Thought I would have shot that. RJ one-on-one with Hauser. Now multiple Celtics converge, which leaves Jamal Shed open for the long-range three. He connects, and it's down to 8 points. 33-25. 7:30. I'm going to toss on the Indiana-Oregon game on the phone. College football playoffs. Did you get the new computer? Yes. I had it on Wednesday. But, yeah, new computer is up and now fully operational. I got my old files recovered today for my laptop, my previous laptop. So we're back to normal on Monday, pretty much. So I missed the bucket because I'm trying to get the game on my phone. Grady driving and finishing inside. Nice take. That's a good, confident take from Grady Dick, and we're looking for more of that from him. 2 first-rounders for Gafford. You can fucking keep him. Walsh outside to Hauser. He's 4 of 4, and I was about to say make that 5 of 5, but it doesn't go for him this time. So Raptors escape that one and move the other way. Shed to Battle. Outside, Grady Dick for 3. This doesn't go. Mobile trying to hunt down the rebound unsuccessfully. Did I see Ja Morant might get traded? I did see that, yes. Yeah. That was pretty big news, you know. Who's my Super Bowl pick? CMB gets a steal, and Grady Dick fouled in transition. Super Bowl pick. I think New England have a good road to get there. So I do kind of like New England to get to the Super Bowl. If I had to pick a winner, I'll say Seattle. I think the Rams are the best team, but the Rams have a bit of a harder road, and they would likely to come through. They would have to come through Seattle, pretty much guaranteed, and not guaranteed, but likely have to come through Seattle in the second round. I think the winner of that game is winning the Super Bowl, which is not a hot take because that's the favorite outcome. Elijah Martin getting some first quarter minutes here. Raptors dipping into the depth, and Elijah setting up Jamal Shed for the 3. He's got 2 threes, and the Raptors keeping things interesting here. They're within 5 now. Grady Dick now hounding Peyton Pritchard. Big shots to Elijah Martin, providing some offense here. We're right in this, man. Pritchard stifled by Mobo at the rim. Garza has the rebound, kicks out to Gonzalez, who goes up and under and off the glass and in. Anyone with ball knowledge knows we're getting Panthers-Steelers. Absolute terrorism Super Bowl. Could you imagine? If I could choose a team to win, it would be the Panthers. I know a guy in the Panthers front office. So it'd be sweet. It'd be awesome if he got to win a Super Bowl. But no, I don't think the team with the under 500 record playing the best team in the NFL. The Rams are the best team. The Rams would be favored against any team in the Super Bowl. On a neutral site, the Rams would be favored over anybody, even though they are the 5. I think they're 5 seed. So I don't think the 8-9 Panthers are beating them, unfortunately. But crazy things have happened. Crazier things have happened in the Super Bowl, let alone wild card round. Do I think it's a lot Grady Dick gets traded at the deadline? No. Like, what? Absolutely not. What? It's a weird question. I think there's a chance, but it's extremely far from a lock. Do I think it's a lock? Meatballs rain from the sky tomorrow? No. Raptors get a stop to end off the quarter, and they're within 7, and it could have been worse. They're in the game. Ochai is a lock to get traded. I bet my life on it. How much would you bet on it? For real, though. I'll bet against you. If you're that confident, you'll give me like $1,000. I'll put up like, I don't know what odds you want, but we're not going to do this. But I wouldn't bet my life, but I think it's quite likely Agbaji gets traded before the deadline. Whereas Jakob, he's out injured still, has not returned yet. Yeah, I know it's hyperbole. I know it's hyperbole, but I do agree. Agbaji is 80%. I think is accurate. Referee Bill Kennedy carded to locker room Friday. What is that? What is that notification I've just seen? Jay, I've been telling you Trae Young was trash. You didn't listen. I'm still not. I don't think he's trash. I'm pretty stunned by the lack of return the Hawks got in proceedings, but when Trae Young's in the court, he's a great player. It's already reported Raptors shopping Agbaji. I mean, I could have told you that in the summer, and I did. It's not like some revelation. Oh my God, they're shopping Agbaji. No. Wizards got Trae Young for free. Actually, not bad. Yeah, I'm pretty stunned the no pick equity was provided, but we'll see what he can do when he moves. Would you be pro tolls on the DVP Gardner? New York did this for Lower Manhattan, saw 40% less cars downtown. I would not be pro DVP Gardner tolls. I use Gardner somewhat frequently. It's not about Toronto not being a car city. That's fine. What's not fine is if I need to go anywhere outside the city, public transport is nowhere near good enough to justify tolls on the Gardner DVP. I have a friend who comes in from Newmarket a lot. There is no realistic way to get efficiently from there to Toronto. It's one thing if our public transport system is more sophisticated, but it isn't. Sure, if light rail transit gets expanded, how long have they been working on the LRT on Eglinton? You want to talk about expanding already? There's a lot of flaws with public transit. I don't think so. I understand within the city, it should be much more of a walkable city. It should be a lot more pedestrian friendly. I'll support you there. The public transport should be a higher priority within the city, but we're going in the opposite direction. We're taking away other forms of transport to prioritize cars. Don't even get me started on this. But it's way too inconvenient. Let's say, because I go to Oakville and Burlington a lot for soccer in the summer, okay? And this is just me talking selfishly, but if I go to Oakville or Burlington, yeah, I can take the GO train to Oakville or Burlington. And then the issue with the train transit in Ontario is that all of the GO train routes in the GTA are repurposed cargo train lines. Shed, another 3. This guy's on fire tonight. All of the Go Transit lines are repurposed from like cargo transport trains. So all of the stations are so extremely isolated from all of society that it's incredibly inconvenient to get anywhere once you get to the station. Like I can take the GO train to Appleby, Oakville, whatever. Once I get there, it's fucking impossible to get anywhere else. Like I had to go into Mississauga a few weeks ago. It was gonna take me like over 2 hours to get into like some of the more downtown areas of Mississauga. Not quite downtown, but like some of the busier areas. Because the train is fine taking the GO train into Port Credit or Clarkson, but then after that, it's fucking impossible to get into the city. So you kind of need a car. Anyways, I'm on a tangent. Let's get back to the game here. How about this? During peak hours, to get into the city, let me reframe it. If you use a garden to get out during rush hour, you want to come back in, pay a fee. Sorry, during peak hours to get into the city. You can use a guard to get out, but during rush hour, you want to come back and pay a fee. I don't know. I'm still not quite in support of it. I see what you're saying, though, but Doug Ford is prioritizing... has put a priority on car transport over other forms. So I don't think it'd be fair to now charge people to drive their cars when that has been the goal of a lot of policies have been to promote the use of cars. Like they want to take away bike lanes so that there's more space for cars in Toronto, which... as a person who bikes a lot, I got to tell you, you take away bike lanes, there's really no extra space for cars. Like, it doesn't really do anything. If anything, it helps car flow by having more bike lanes because it incentivizes people to ride their bikes. That's how I feel. Anyways, I don't see... I think it'd be wrong to promote car use and then instill... you have to pay now to use your car. Anyways... if Ford's out of office and they do it, sure. If we want to add tolls, it's like grocery stores charge fees for bags now. The goal of that was to incentivize bringing your own reusable bags. And there's some positives to that, some negatives. And like, now you have way too many fucking reusable bags in your house. But I understood that. It just... It decentivizes the use of bags and it incentivizes you bringing your own bag. So sure, if we're gonna prioritize public transit, decentivize driving, incentivize public transit, which would be a good way to do that. But until we get to that point, I can't really support that. Local downtown traffic gets exemptions going in and out. Like sure, I just don't know how you like police that and enforce that. Toronto should be made more pedestrian friendly. I think that would be a large benefit to the city. You're around like Yonge and Dundas. Like, do we really need that many cars constantly cycling through like the Yonge and Dundas area? Probably not. But I would think we're heading towards the opposite direction of my proposition. Anyways, let's get back on basketball here. 45-37. AJ Lawson knocking one down from the corner. So interestingly, unless he's injured, I'm not aware of it, Abaji has had some limited... I don't think he's played at all today. Despite the lack of players available, Abaji, who's played a lot lately, is not getting in tonight. How's Jakob doing right now? He's injured. He's still out. Jay, remember you once said you were willing to give up Barnes for Trae Young? I'm not sure if I ever said that. If I said that, I was horribly mistaken. I don't recall ever having a desire to trade Scottie Barnes for Trae Young. That doesn't sound like me. I have been like almost always against trading Scottie Barnes. Unless, in the summer I was like flirting with, okay, if Giannis is available, maybe I'm kind of thinking about it now, but I don't recall that. I'm getting a phone call. 1 sec. Hello? Yeah. Fuck off. Robot. Clanker. Jaylen Brown zips inside for Keita. Raptors surrounding him. He loses it. Gonzalez, though, fortunately recovers from a Celtics perspective and then is fouled. We're doing really well here, man. We're bringing in a lot of. We got a lot of additional players in that don't always get minutes, and we're competing with the Celtics here. Yeah, I usually don't pick up my phone if I don't recognize the number, but it said like from Toronto, so it could have been, I don't know. It could have been something important. (46-42) after Gonzalez gets 1 of 2 to go from the line. So we've got Lawson, CMB, Shed, Walter, and Battle as the 5 on the floor. That's a crazy 5. Murray Boyles for 3. Can't join the party. Off the mark there. I actually like Washington's young core. I do too. I think Keyshawn George has potential. I like it. I think Alex Sarr has potential. I like it. I think Trey Johnson's potential. I like it. And I think Trae Young is a very good offensive engine. One of the best playmakers in the league. Extremely talented scorer. Oh boy, pick 6. Pick 6 in the second snap of the first snap of the game. Pick 6, Indiana. I mean, Oregon are here all the time. Indiana, they're not here very often, man. CMB with a steal. Now Walter, back up CMB. Oh my goodness, right on top of his head. Woo, Peyton Pritchard. You're in the wrong area there, son. CMB rises up and comes down hard on his head there. Look at that. Oh my God. Get the fuck out of my way. That was nice. That was nice. Hey, Peyton Pritchard, the Raptor killer. I'm happy to fucking throw down on him there. Oh my God, CMB flew. Cleared for takeoff. Wow. That was monstrous indeed. And it has us within 2. Sorry, was that the first play of the game? I'm sorry, Yeah, it was 1st and 10. Literally the first play of the game. Oregon throw a fucking pick 6. Not a great start to a college football semifinal, eh? No, I do actually kind of like Oregon sports. Like, not enough to really care about that, evidently. So I did like Peyton Pritchard a lot because he was an excellent point guard for Oregon. And it was very disheartening when the Celtics called his name on draft night because I couldn't root for him anymore. Peyton Pritchard over Trae Young. I'm going to have to disagree with you there, boss. You need both quarterbacks go off for your parlay. I mean, typically both don't go off. But, I guess it could happen if it's a high-scoring game. Maybe parlay that with the over as well. Get some correlation. If CMB was at least 6'10", I'd start over Pirtle. A lot of teams. I don't think you would have made it to pick number 9 if he was 6'10", to be honest. If CMB was 6'10", how high does he get drafted? Like a player as good as him, it's a top 5 pick, no? But he's not. Top 3? 4? Probably top 5. I mean, he's top 9 with his current height, so. Anthony Simons to Garza. Fadeaway 2. No good. Nice rebound there by RJ. Goes to Quickly. Up fake. Step back. Slows it down now. Yeah, I think top 3 were locked in. I'm not sure you could go top 3, but after that, RJ for 3. Bang! And the Raptors have clawed all the way back. How about that? They take the lead, 47-46. No Pirtle, no Ingram, no Barnes. This young Raptors group is competing, man. I'm trying to look for Abaji on the bench. I do not see him. Oh, I do see him. So I think Abaji is just coach's decision, not in rotation here. I don't know. Maybe they consider Abaji more as like a complementary piece to talent. But when you're devoid of talent because of injuries, his services are lesser required. Is that the thought process? I don't know. But an interesting one to keep him out here. Quickly to Barrett. Raptors looking to add on to their 1-point advantage. CMB going past Brown in the corner to Lawson. Back out to Quickly. Raptors moving around but not finding much space. Now Lawson's got separation for 3. He's off the mark. And the Celtics have the rebound moving the other way. Derek White in the corner. Wide open Anthony Simons for 3. Typically, he'll have that. And Celtics back up 2. Take 3 picks for Ingram. You find me the team that's trading 3 first-round picks for Ingram, and I'll find you the security passes for the Pentagon. Quickly to RJ. Murray Boyles for 3. Off again. Lawson has the miss. Up for 2. Doesn't go. Celtics have it again. Starting to maybe open up the advantage again. Simons lays it in. 7 to run. No timeout. Okay. That's fair, Jimbo. If you're not a freak athlete. But I think top 5 is certainly in considerations. 3 ball for Walter. There we go. Have to snatch some points back. 3-point lead. Hauser to White. Now Jaylen Brown defended by Walter. Looks like we've done a solid job on Brown so far. Walter just above the break for 3. Short. Quickly has it. In the corner. Lawson. This is a good spot for him. But he misses. Raptors have stepped things up in the second quarter. They trailed by at least 11 earlier. Now down 3. They led briefly. Brown, wide open 3. The Raptors pay the price again. for leaving some shooters open. CMB fouled. That should take him to the line. Player of the game so far for the Raptors. I don't know. I feel like it's been like a collective effort. I mean, I guess the bench kind of had the good run. I mean, Shed's got I think Shed is 3 of 3 from 3. So maybe him, but I don't know. Nobody's really stuck out here. But RJ's doing fine. CMB's looked okay on defense. Oh, 56-50. Brown driving at quickly in mid-range. Doesn't go. Keita gets the miss. And then goes up and finishes. That's not great defense. Darko wants to travel. Doesn't get it. So Raptors led briefly, 47-46. But 12-3 run by the Celtics puts them up by 8. Walter for 3. This one rims out, man. Got about a quarter of the way down there. And came back out. Derek White driving. Too easy again. Call a timeout, Darko. Call a timeout, Darko. No timeout. All right. No more timeouts at the end of the half because 2 minutes to go now. Turnover Raptors. Jaylen Brown behind the back. Stolen by Walter. Zip it out. There we go. Quickly. Using some speed to get past Keita. And then he's blocked by Derek White at the rim. We can't play without a center despite what some people think. Who? Who thinks that? Quickly in the corner for 3. Big time moment to get that. Derek White for 3. Doesn't go. The Raptors, every time they get a lead, they blow it. They seriously need to start calling timeouts when they are up. They seriously don't, to be honest. If they're in a good run and take the lead, I should probably let them keep going. IQ forces way too many of those awkward runners floaters. Agreed. RJ on it here. 60-52. IQ. Defended by Simons. Goes to Walter for 3. Another one. Spills away from him. Launch forward for Brown. Doesn't go. Mamu on the miss. Finds Barrett for 3. And he drills it. Again, big moments to hit these shots near the end of the half. Down by 5 here. Simons for 3. Responds. And again, it's a little bit too open. Get a little bit too much space on the perimeter. Quickly now. For 3. And he responds right back. 5-point game again. This is a 3-point party at the Garden. Simons 3. And he puts it right back. Back to an 8-point game. All right. Oh. People think we found an answer to CMB. Okay, fair enough. I mean, it's a stop gap, plugs, to duct tape over the leak. Hold for a little bit, but that's not a long-term solution. So, fair enough. I've said this earlier. I said this earlier in the season. I'll say it again. You know, the NBA rightfully villainized the mid-range shot. Again, correctly. We need to villainize and keep that same energy to the floater. Floater is such a bad shot. Especially for Emmanuel Quickly, to be honest. Raptors foul to give. 7 seconds to go after Barrett converts at the line. RJ Barrett up to 12 points. Very far off of Giovanni's 50-ball prediction. 38 to go, Giovanni. I find it unlikely. $66-60. Let's finish off with a stop here. Jaylen Brown going past Mobo, and then is fouled. Walter with the help defense. Jaylen Brown stopped and then got fouled by Mobo. At least that is the decision from the refs. God damn, I'm fucking hungry, man. Treated myself today. I had a nice. I was at the grocery store. I bought a Caesar salad pack to have with my lunch and dinner. Used half the dressing. It's, healthy. And it was tasty. But I'm hungry, man. I did a lot of workouts today. So Brown at the line to make it an 8-point game to end the half. Raptors led briefly. They've been down by double digits, but looking like down by 8 at the half. What is for second dinner today? I don't know. I'm thinking there might be a second dinner. If there is, probably some crackers. Maybe I make some scrambled eggs. I'm not sure. But I am getting a little peckish. I'm not gonna lie. So I could go for some McDonald's, but that's not going to happen. Quickly, he even wanted the buzzer. Prayer is not answered this time. All right, that is it for the first half. I'm going to get a refill on my beverage. Then we're going to go through the box score from the first half. I'll be right back, guys. While I'm gone, great opportunity for you to hit the like button, support the channel, support the content, smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. I do Raptors content for every Raptors game pretty much when my laptop's not in the shop. I do Raptors news, discussion, reaction 3 times a week typically when my laptop's not in the shop. We'll be back to doing that next week. So tons of great content. Subscribe to the channel. I will be right back. we're back. So, start things off. Raptors. They were in a hole, clawed back, and the Celtics kind of went nuclear at the end of the half. Gave themselves this 8-point cushion. Overall, though, needed bigger nights out of Quickly and Barrett to try and keep things interesting. They needed help elsewhere. So far, from a point standpoint, they're getting the help from Barrett and Quickly. 12 points each. Quickly's 4 of 8, 3 of 5 from 3. Much improved compared to 2 nights ago, even though he did hit the buzzer beater. RJ Barrett, 3 of 7. 12 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. But unfortunately, minus 13, minus 12 for them, lowest on the team. Bench is kind of what clawed the Raptors back into it. Jamal Shed, 4 of 5, 3 of 3 from 3. He's got 11. Solid stuff from him. Jamison battled despite not getting points, plus 6. Didn't really do much. Plus minus can maybe be a little bit deceiving there. But the Celtics stars are beating us up. They are certainly a problem here. Derek White is plus 16. Sam Hauser's plus 16. He's 4-6 from 3. Started 4-4, I think. Payne Pritchard's 5 of 9. Jaylen Brown plus 12, 4 of 8. Just a little bit too much quality when the Celtics starters are in the game. Kind of makes sense when the Raptors are missing 3 of their starters. No Pirtle, no Ingram, no Barnes for this one. Overall, Celtics shooting 61%, 56% from 3. Raptors have not had enough answers overall. So, really, 3-point shooting, trying to keep them in the game. 47% from the field, 44% from 3. Not bad numbers, but just Celtics have been better. It's been better. Anyways, tough one, but let's move. We're in the game. We're not out of it. And the Raptors, so many times this season, have just had to stay in the game and have made the late push to win. We'll see if they can do something similar today. Up next for the beverages, we're going to I think it's lemon lime. The hard lemon seltzer with a hint of lime. We're going to the Sandbagger. This is a gin beverage. Alcoholic gin beverage, 5%. I love Sandbaggers. So smooth. Oh, that's tasty. I don't think it's a seltzer, but it's like similar. Really good. Sandbaggers and Coors slushy seltzers. Those are the bangers when it comes to this style of beverage. White Claws are all right. Cottage Springs are all right. But Coors slushy seltzers and Sandbaggers are the top shit. That's for sure. Laziz is calling your name. Shawarma on the rocks. I'm more of an on the sticks guy. And there are no adequate Lazizes in Toronto. You got to be in Oakville or Mississauga to be getting Laziz. Barbecue chicken. Barbecue chicken would go okay right now. Got to tell you, what I'm really craving. I'm really craving some like westernized Asian food. Like chicken balls, sweet and sour sauce, fried rice, chow mein. So maybe some beef and broccoli. I'm craving that. Or like an Egg McMuffin. But no, I'm definitely not going to order food. If I'm going to eat, I'll make some scrambled eggs or something. Are you a Guinness person? Yes. I love Guinness. I drink it very frequently. If a bar has Guinness, I usually order it. I don't know what happened to me, but I spent the first 24 years of my life hating Guinness. I did not like Guinness. I used to have in university, I used to have Guinness once a year on St. Paddy's Day, of course. I'd have a Guinness, and I thought it was gross. And then there was one day, maybe not even 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half ago, sitting on a patio in Toronto, and I was at a place, and they had Guinness. Guinness was on a stupid discount. A stupid deal. And I was just I'm a sucker for a good deal on a beer. So you know what? Fuck it. I'll just have a Guinness. I haven't had one in a while. And I was sipping it. And all of a sudden, I was sipping this This is good for some reason. This is good. And I didn't really think much of it after that. I finished it, then I ordered like my normal stuff, and I was like, that was good. And then I was with a friend who's the same as me. Doesn't like Guinness. Didn't like Guinness. Got it. And a few days later, we were talking about it. He's like, yeah, I kind of liked it too. So we went to another bar the next week, ordered Guinnesses, and I was just like, yeah, I think I just like this now. So I don't know what changed. I don't know what. Maybe maybe honestly, I had served it incorrectly my whole life, because typically with like a beer, you're supposed to like, pour it on an angle. Guinness, you're not supposed to do that. Like, I pour it straight down. Like, the faster the liquid gets out of the can into the glass, the better. And on tap, obviously, even more superior. I don't know what it was. Maybe I just, the taste came with age. I love Guinness now. I absolutely love Guinness. I think it's an amazing, amazing drink. And it's so widely available as well now. A little Guinness is good for you. It might be. What's a shame is I've been to England twice in drinking age. And the first time I went, I didn't drink Guinness, so I didn't capitalize. Second time, I had plenty of fucking Guinnesses. Yeah, I love a Guinness. I plan on drinking some Guinness tomorrow. I'm starting. So I was never a fan of stouts. I'm starting to get into them a little bit more. I'm trying to branch out into them. There's a couple local spots in Toronto I've tried some. I'm like, okay, I can kind of mess with this. Yep. Aside Jameson, I do not like Jameson. I don't like whiskey, Scotch, whatever it is. I do not like that. I'm not much of a hard liquor drinker. I love a rum and coke. I love a gin and tonic. Never straight. I don't drink anything straight other than like Negroni, but that's like a mix of multiple alcohols. I always poured Negroni while I was down there, but opted for the sandbaggy instead. The refreshing taste of it. Draft over cans when it comes to Guinness. I mean, draft over cans when it comes to anything. Really. I don't think anything's better in a can. Have you ever had gin with a raw egg dropped into it? I have not. I like gin. Mostly mixed. I love eggs. I cannot imagine that working. What? Gin and raw egg. A gin sour. Oh, I mean, okay. You're not like you're putting in a raw egg and then you're foaming it up to add like the creaminess and the texture. Okay. I've had like Negroni sour like with an egg whites though, frothed, up. I don't think it's raw. I think it's egg white though. Yeah, it's egg white. I'm looking at the ingredients. Yeah, raw egg whites. Okay. Yes, I've had gin sour with egg white to froth it up. When you said raw egg, I'm thinking like, you fucking crack an egg right into the gin and guzzle it down. No, I've not done that. Yes. Like Negroni sours are really good, and they whiskey sours as well, when done correctly, have the egg white. That I like. Yes, that I like. Door shot. I'll do the door shot in a second. I will. 10 Fide Russian Imperial Stout out of Colorado. Top 3 best beers ever. Well, if I'm ever in Colorado, which I don't think I ever will be, I'll try and find it. Did you try Polish beer Worka yet? No. I'm going to LCBO tomorrow, so I will look for it there. I'd try kombucha. I'm okay with kombucha. I'm not like... Kombucha's fine. If it's there, I'll drink it. I don't usually buy it, though. If I'm sick, I do. I find Guinness a surprisingly light and thirst-quenching beer. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. I find it extremely refreshing on a hot day. I find it extremely comforting on a cold day. It's just so refreshing. Yeah, just amazing. I have had a sip of Guinness Zero, and they do a great job. Man, kept capturing that flavor. You put raw eggs in my smoothie. I don't do that. If I'm going to have an egg, I want the experience. I love eggs. I'd rather have the experience of eating the egg, you know? Not a big microbrewery guy. You should be. Oh, you don't like beer that is too hoppy. Okay, fair enough. If you don't like hoppy beer, you probably won't like microbrewery because like they're all focused on hoppy IPAs, which I love. So I like them. Alrighty. Gage about to come back. Let's do the door shot. I need to get the tracking back up. I need to go back and find where I was when the computer crashed. I don't have that saved. If anybody can look back and find it, let me know. But here we go. I missed on Wednesday. Let's see if we can make today. See if we can make today. I thought that was in. Ugh. That one left the hands well. I don't know how that didn't go in. All right, one more. It's not my day because those were 3 pretty good attempts. So unfortunately, we missed today. Damn, getting kind of sloppy on these. I'm not gonna lie. Some higher power said no today. Favorite beer is Stiegel. I don't mind Stiegel. I am more of like the microbrewery type. I do like craft. I like IPAs. So I'm not big. I don't really consume a lot of lagers. When I do go to like the lager, I like Stiegel, but I would usually go for Sapporo or Coors Banquet. If I'm doing a light beer, it's either Sapporo or Coors Banquet. I don't think I'm ordering anything else. I used to love Stella, but I kind of grew out of it. Oh, you know, it's a lie. I like Coronas out of bottle quite a bit. And every now and then I'll have a Stella. Bottled Stella's always hits. Quickly for 3. Picking up where he left off to start the second half. Here we go. Y'all need to get this this app. What is it? Untapped. If you like beer. Y'all need to get this beer ranking app Untapped. Follow me on Untapped to see my beer drinking adventures. If you have Untapped already, just follow me. Same as my Twitter handle here. It's an app where you can track and rank beers. I particularly like it when I'm traveling and I can track the beers I've had all over the world. And it's fun. Follow me. I'll follow you back. Keita tried to catch the pass but accidentally tips it in. Works, I guess. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Another beer. I have a sandbagger. Speaking of Coronas, a Corona has appeared in my hands. Cheers. We got double now. That's a good Corona. Let's dive into the game, though. 73-65. Barrett for 3 is off the mark. Hauser has the miss. Pritchard open other side. They don't miss, man. That's the thing about the Celtics. Like if they're fucking open, they're gonna hit the shot. Like the expectation's just gonna go. When the Raptors are open, I'm praying it goes. Celtics, I know it's going. So down by 11. I like breweries that learned their craft 500 years ago, not 5 weeks ago. I mean, just like the IPA, just it's obviously not new, a new style, but it's been popularized in the last like 10 or so years. Hence why all these places are popping up and making fantastic beer. But sure, there's something to be said about the tradition. Peronis, when I was traveling, I have family that live in Bari, which is in Italy. There is a Peroni brewery in Bari, and they say locally that the water is sweeter in Bari, which makes for an extraordinarily tasty Peroni in that part of the world. So when I'm in Italy, especially in Bari, I drink a lot of Peroni. And not like the white label, the red label Peroni, which I don't think you can get here even. We need a Guinness cup on the show. I do have some Guinness glasses. I just tell you, I wanted a Guinness. The problem, the LCBO near me used to let me bring my dog in to like go shopping and stuff. So like I'll go walk my dog, and then while I'm out, I'll be like, I could go for a Guinness and go pick one up. Now I can't do that. So I was stuck with what I had in the fridge. And what I had in the fridge was the whip from left field, a sandbagger, and my fiance has brought home some Coronas. One day I'll have another. I've had Guinness on stream before. Anyways, on this game, Raptors down by 11. Celtics picking up where they left off. The Raptors, they get caught, and the Celtics are making them pay time after time after time. Celtics shooting above 60% from the field. What's my alcohol budget? I don't really set a budget. Like, I don't drink. Like typically Sunday through Thursday, I don't drink. Friday and Saturday, I just have beverages as I see fit. If I'm especially out with some friends. What's like, the meme? I never look at gas prices. What the fuck am I gonna do? Not buy gas? That's me with beer. I never look at beer prices. What the fuck am I gonna do? No, about not buy beer. I get what I need for the night, and leftovers stay in the fridge. And I don't drink during the week unless it's been like a long day at work, and even then I try not to at all. And I don't budget. I just when I need beer, I buy beer, I don't go crazy, but when I need it, I buy it. Off to Costa Rica next week. What should I drink there? I have no idea. Maybe some rum. Rum punch. How about that? Rum punch if they have it. Costa Rica should be nice. Get out of this goddamn cold. Derek White into Peyton Pritchard here. Celtics up by 11. I like to drink on weekends and during the week. Pritchard fadeaway too. I'm going to need a drink watching this. I drink on days end in Y. Only those. 10-0 run for the Celtics. Good grief. No, I used to drink more frequently, but Murray Boyle's nice finish there. Really the main reason is just like health, just trying to lose weight, be healthier. There'd have to be like an occasion for me to drink during the week. I rarely just like sit at home and just crack like a beer. I'm usually like doing stuff. Unless it's Saturday, then like, yeah, I'm not having plans. I'll just have some drinks at home. I did that last weekend with my fiance or something. But no, I try to pick specific days. Jaylen Brown to Derek White. Raptors within 10 here. Brown, step back on Mamu. Oh, I got him. He got him. Got him biting. We're struggling to handle the Celtics starting group. It's the bench we've been feasting on, really. 32 Celsius in Costa Rica right now. Woo! Enjoy. I think it's a no vacation year for me. Got to save money for my wedding, hopefully in 2027. I'll probably be in Vegas in the summer, though, for work, which will be hot, hot, hot indeed. But that will not be a vacation. That'll be work. With some bevies at night mixed in. Jaylen Brown at the line. Gets the free throw to fall. Quickly. In the corner. RJ for three. Oh, RJ. From the corner. 9-point game. 2 weeks with my daughter and grandson. That should be a lot of fun. Still backup goalie for my team. There's no way I could play goalie. My knee is too cooked. So no, that's funny though. Forgot about that. Speaking of soccer, I actually got to sign up for my indoor season. RJ in the paint, foul, no foul, got stripped. Pritchard fadeaway 2, and it drops. Boston owns Raptors, not sure why. Well, they're good. And today, Raptors are without 3 of their starters. Boston is my least favorite team in pretty much any sport, except baseball, where they're top 3, maybe top 2. They're definitely not 1. I don't really hate the Red Sox. Maybe they're not. I hate the Celtics. I hate the Patriots. I hate the Bruins. I fucking hate all 3 of them. I don't really hate the Red Sox. I hate the Yankees. Wow, Derek White spin to the rim. 13-point game. I think that's their largest lead. And we kind of felt in the first half like they were going to pull away, run away with it, and they didn't. So we'll see if we can claw back again. Shed off in the 3. Raptors have the offensive rebound and are working it with CMB. Now Shed again in the corner for 3. This one also doesn't fall. And I hate the Sixers too, don't get me wrong, but nothing trumps the Celtics. It's the fan base, really. I just can't stand Bostonians. White, 3 ball. Doesn't go. Raptors catch a break there. Finally, an open one doesn't fall. I think a timeout's been called, but the Raptors down 13 here. Pleasantly surprised not getting blown out. Well, we are down 13. Boston might be the only team in NBA who haven't gone many years with a bad NBA team. They've always been competitive since I started watching. I mean, did you start watching in like 2018? Because they were really bad for a while, and I was in high school, like 2015, 2018. We'll call it the Kelly Olynyk era. Like, they were really bad for a while. For a short period of time, they were really bad. Like post-championship in 2008. Or post-finals, like post-Big 3 era. After they traded the Big 3, they were horrible. Obviously, one of the worst trades ever, and they got really good off of that trade. But for a while, they were really bad. JB stole and they called foul. That wasn't foul. That didn't look like a foul. What the fuck? Jamman fucking pulled his shorts down. What the fuck am I looking at here? Let me see that. I think they're going to challenge. think they were going to challenge this one. Down 15. Speaking of balls, that looked like all ball on that. Well, down 15 and need something to start going our way here. Excuse me. You're lucky I muted that. Good sandbagger. Time for Corona. Cheers. Discovery Channel Moonshiners. What have we come to, man? What have we come to? TV show about moonshining? If you love America, you love moonshine. What the fuck are we fucking doing with television, man? Who watches that? Who? Ah, yes. New episode of Moonshiners tonight. Oh, awesome. Moonshiners on? Sweet. Flipping through channels. Ah, there we go. Moonshiners on. Who is watching this? You ever see like the CTV sitcom banger commercials? Like, what's the guy's name? Will Trent. He's got like a second season. Higher Potential. Like, who is keeping these people in business? Who is generally like, oh, yes, new Higher Potential tonight. 8 p.m. I'm there. What? Who's watching these shows? It's one thing, like a new show like that, but like Will Trent must be on its second or third season. Higher Potential definitely got a second season. How, man? Kenny versus Benny. Gotta tell you, if you are a Kenny versus Benny fan, Kenny Hotz does a lot of content around the show to this day. Like reactions to the old stuff. There's still content goals when it comes to Kenny versus Benny. I do need a piece of lime with the beer, unfortunately, but we actually do have lime. I don't want to go cut it up right now. We actually do have a lime in the fridge. Holy fuck, look at that watch on Brand Ingram. That's a Cartier. That's an expensive watch. Sorry, unsuccessful challenge. I didn't see a replay. That initial viewing did not look like a foul. But it's an unsuccessful challenge by the Raptors. Are they chanting MVP for Jaylen Brown? I mean, there must be somebody else in the court that they're chanting for, because Jaylen Brown is certainly not going to win MVP. He is a Finals MVP, though, to be fair. You want to see a great show? Check out The Pit. I've heard good things about The Pit. But I don't really watch TV, to be honest. If I ever have time to sit on the fucking couch, which is not often, like when there's no sports on, I'm usually playing PS5. So I don't watch TV, really. Like television shows. So I probably will never experience The Pit. I should watch more, though. Pritchard, another 3. Game's getting away. It's starting to feel like blowout. But I did sit and watch Sopranos, and that was... Wow, what a show. You should watch Sopranos if you haven't. Who would win a beer competition between you and Spenny? Spenny? I mean, the one episode they did to Who Can Drink the Most Beer, Spenny won drinking alcoholic beer when Kenny subbed his out for non-alc beer. And Spenny still won, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So I was pretty shocked why. Spenny can fucking knock him back. I still think me. It is enjoyable to, drinking competitions are fun because I win them usually, and people think they're people get humbled. I like seeing people get humbled, not to sound like a douche, which I sound like right now, but people come through and mess around with the big dog. They get humbled sometimes. I'm new to PS5, trying to learn flight sim. I don't think that's on PS5, but flight simulator. I could mess. I'd probably enjoy that if I played that. Do I think they can make a show like Kenny for spending this day and age? I don't think a cable, for cable, but I don't see why. I'm sure that form of content exists on YouTube right now. Like, for cable, I just don't think. I just think that's way easier to get done on YouTube. Like, we live in an era where, like, you're just able to make that show happen, right? And the shows are on YouTube. All the episodes are on YouTube for free now. But I don't like the. Oh, you couldn't make that show today. Oh, The Office in 2026. Forget about it. You can't make that show today. I mean, what's funny is funny. I think the problem. I think a lot of the you can't make that today comes from people who just like aren't funny. And then blame like other people for that. It's funny. Like, people will consume funny shit. Like, South Park's still making episodes, Family Guy's still making episodes. Like, if it's funny, it's funny. Simon's easy there. Like, shows like Smiling Friends exist. It's funny as shit, that show. That's still on TV. Yeah, we're not talking about the game a lot because it's pretty dead. They're down by 19. Celtics are starting to turn the screw. But I'm enjoying hanging out. After this, might toss on some football. Might play some Catan with my fiance, who's taking that up and really likes it. I stink at Catan. How do you get better? How do you get good at that game? I struggle to see a way back from here, but they were down by like 30 when we played them a couple times ago, and we came back and we're in a game. Do I watch along Kenny for Spenny? Do whatever you got to do. I'm out here enjoying the company at least. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure you hit the like button. Somebody told me earlier, I forget who it was, that to make up for missing all these streams, I gotta finish this game no matter what. And I agreed, and I'm here. You'll have me for the next 12, 14, 42 of game time. What's the best Kenny vs. Spenny episode? It's gotta be who can blow the loudest fart, for sure. That's just peak. That's peak comedy. I've seen a lot of funny shit in my time, but that's got to be top 10 funniest things I've ever seen. Battle, nice steal there. Outlets to Grady Dick. Nice reverse layup, Grady. 15-point game. Okay. Maybe it's not quite dead. I think Boston can make the finals here. Yeah, they're really good. I thought they wouldn't be. I'm kind of eating shit because I thought like they had a good chance of missing the playoffs, and they might be just one of the best teams in the NBA actually. So got that one wrong. Indiana up 21-7. Oregon. What we doing, Oregon? Oh. I saw a Domino's commercial. It said best deal ever. I thought it was like one of their 50% off weeks. Oh, it's not. It was like some other deal. Rooting for Indy or Oregon. I don't really have a dog in the fight for college sports. If I do, it's Oregon. So I'll say Oregon. I'm not like going to be upset really if they lose. Like if Oregon win, I'll be like, great, hey, Oregon won. I'd like Oregon to win, but I don't really care if I don't care really if they don't. I'm not like actively cheering for them. You know what I'm saying? Just I don't have a college team. I'll just sure Oregon. See how they do. Did RJ play at all in the third? Yes. Started the third. We're within 15. Battled down low. All right, within 13. It's not dead. It's not dead. Not yet, at least. Purchase fuel only on 8 mil. Wow. Wow. Brown in the corner. Gonzalez. Sidestep 3 off the mark. Mobile has it. And he's got runners. He's got Elijah Martin. And he gets to the rim and finishes. That's an 11-point game. 8-0 run. And all of a sudden, we're hanging around again. We're still down double digits, but we're like in the mix. Brown gets past him. A few misses by the Celtics. Now out to Brown, defended by Shed. And he's fouled. Looks like clean, but no challenge left. Jamison Battle playing well again. Every time I see Jamison Battle play, I think, why the fuck doesn't he play more? Seriously, like, Abaji hasn't touched the court tonight, and Abaji's been like starting games lately. Yeah, he's been a DNP CD tonight. Uh-oh. Here comes the dog. What's up, Juno? Hey, buddy. Hello. We put this, we had this Pepsi bottle and filled it with treats, so she has to, like, dig them out. And now she keeps coming to check. There's still no treats. You already ate them. There's still nothing in there. Yep, it's empty. Still empty. Shed. Ooh, airmails it in the corner. Battle cannot keep it in play. Turnover out of bounds for Celtics ball. The Hawks release CJ. Who will go for him? Good question. Did the Hawks? I mean, I feel like the Hawks should just keep him. Like, he's still like an okay player. Did the Hawks already cut him? I don't think they'd cut him. I mean, they're probably do it post-trade. They did. No way. Wow, Grady Dick to Martin, who throws it down. Elijah Martin's giving some solid minutes here, man. Yeah, CJ McCollum is still a Hawk. They should just keep him. At the buzzer, 3 doesn't go for Simons, and the Raptors are within 11. We're there. Well, within 11. Could be worse. I'm going to close my door. We're right there, baby. Within 11. Damn, are Indiana killing these guys or what? The crowd is like 90% Indiana fans. It is absurd, the fan discrepancy in this stadium. How sweet would it be if we unexpectedly won this game? Yeah, I'd be pretty happy. If the Raptors won, I'd be happy, yeah. Wild card kitchen? What the fuck are we doing? Wild card kitchen. Television these days. What? Well, again, it felt like the Celtics were going to run away with it, and they still may do, but we're hanging around. We are in the mix. Barrett's got 17. Quickly's got 15. We got Shed on 13. He had a hot start. He's kind of cooled off a bit. Jameson Battle giving solid minutes, leading team in plus minus. But, you know what? I'm not going to get my hopes up too much. It is another false sense of we're beating up the Celtics bench. When the starters are in, it's a problem. The Celtics stars are crushing us. And they're going to be in to end the game. I don't hold out a ton of hope here. But, like, let's try and get it close to maybe think of maybe something funky can happen. Good third quarter, though. We brought them down shooting. We've kind of maintained our level mostly. So, who knows? Let's give ourselves a chance here. Derek White defended by Grady. Hands up, Grady! Launches one, doesn't go. Martin on the rebound. Zips it forward. It's deflected, and it'll be out of bounds for a Raptors ball. I love the bench hyping up Grady for the good defense. The Pit. I don't watch TV. I don't think I'm going to watch it, but for other people, the Pit. Oh, Mamu on the inbound. Little alley-oop. White in for Kada, and he's fouled. So he'll head to the line, try and restore the double-digit advantage for Boston. How tall am I? 6 feet. Like, dead on 6 feet. Not 5'11", 5'11 and a half, 6 feet, dead on. So if you're playing rec basketball in Toronto and you need some rebounds, hit my line. Actually, my knee sucks. I could probably do it. Hit me up. Not in that good of a league. Like an okay league. It's a bad league. Fuck, I'll play any position. I can play point guard. Martin for 3. Elijah Martin coming through with a big performance off the bench. 8-point game. Simons to Hauser. Now White. Going up. No call. Raptors other way with Quickly. Now Barrett. Back to Quickly. Oh, I thought he would shoot. Driving instead. Floater with the right. He got it to fall. It's a 6-point game. They've made up 14 of the 20 they were down by. Making it interesting. I'm starting to believe. It's already interesting. 6 points. We just hang around. We're very good at this. We always hang around. And then they found more often than not ways to get over the line to clutch this season. But they just, even when they're not playing that well, they stick in there. All right. Defense been locked in. Offense have been moving. But again, it's the bench unit against the Celtics bench unit. We have the advantage there tonight. When the Celtics get like the starting brigade back in, that's where we've had issues tonight. We'll see what can change today. Regardless of what's going on, if you're enjoying the stream, make sure you've hit that like button. It does go a long way to supporting the show. Support the content. Support what I'm doing here. Help drive us up the YouTube algorithm. If you are enjoying, you want to see more content like it, I'm live for virtually every Raptors game. I do Raptors news, updates, discussion, and the Raptors Happy Hour 3 times a week as well. We're back at it next week. Subscribe to the channel, keep up to date with everything. But just take a second to hit the like button. Means a lot. Damn! Another touchdown, Indiana. About to be 28-7, man. Golden Globe. Why do the Golden Globes and the Oscars exist? Why do they have both? Why do they have both? Because the Oscars are the big cheese. What's the point of the Golden Globes? $28-7 for Indiana. Good Lord. Martin over Grady when starters are healthy. I don't know about Grady. Over Abaji, maybe. Like, I just like to see more of him, but Jameson Battle already struggles to get minutes, so it'd be tough to like justify Elijah Martin in when another 3. There we go. Hauser. Derek White, sorry, back at it. Tough to justify Martin when like Battle's struggling so much to get minutes. Shout out Pickleball Pat coming through with the super chat into the laptop fund. Thank you so much. Hey, if you've got anything, I just spent a lot of money I didn't have on a computer to replace my broken laptop. If you've got the means, support your boy. Thank you, Pickleball Pat. Appreciate that a lot. Every time I've seen Elijah Martin this season, which has been very few occasions and in very short stints, he's been good. Has he not? 9-point game. Celtics maybe are they starting to trickle stars back in? Maybe a little bit. Simons to the rim. No good. Mamu on the rebound. So I just put eczema cream on. I have horrendous eczema. Quickly to Mamu at the rim. Finishes. When I was 25, when I turned 26. What was it earlier than that? No, it was when I think it was when I turned. I think when you turn 25, as Simon gets the rim finishes, you no longer get free like prescriptions or something like with I don't know. So right like the week before I turned 25, I called the pharmacy to get my prescribed cream. As Walter finished with 3. We're in this game, 6-point game again. I said, I need to refill my prescription. I said, honestly, I'm turning 25 this week. Give me as much as you can. They said, we give you 5. Give me. And I just ran out a couple years later. Year and a half later. I'm trying a new one. Keita finishes at the rim. The crowd is starting to build into. Is that Luke Cornett? Was that Luke Cornett? What? Was that Luke Cornett? I have no idea. Quickly to Barrett. And finishing, RJ Barrett. He was huge in the fourth quarter a couple nights ago. Can he do the same tonight? Derek White, handoff to Hauser. Now Simons. Defended by Mamu. Caught in a switch. And doing well here. Derek White. It's out of bounds for a Celtics ball. Good defense by Walter. Derek White is adamant that it should be a foul. You can't challenge that directly. You can challenge the out of bounds call, but it's actually for them. I don't know if it's possible to challenge this. That was a foul. That was a foul, and they didn't call it. It's not free. I don't know. I tried this. This is kind of working. I need really strong shit. This is kind of working. Free plug for Eucerin. But I have to put it on a lot. Like, I have to put it on multiple times a day for it to work. My prescribed one, I just put it on at night, and I'm usually good. Anyways. Well, J. Red for the Blood Party not getting 28. Yep, you lost your money, bozo. Quickly in the corner, Walter. Now Elijah Martin for 3. Oh, I thought he had it. I was ready to explode. I thought he had it. JB to Pritchard. Quickly defending. Elijah Martin getting a really extended run here. And now he's out to contest Pritchard. Sidestep 3 off the mark, but Hauser cleans it up. Puts in the rebound. Good water filter. Probably not wrong, to be honest. The cold weather kind of makes it worse right now, but you're actually right. I actually haven't thought about that, but getting a water filter for like a tap is actually kind of smart. Did you have eczema before? I've had it since I was 6. So yes, I've been dealing with it since I was 6. It's just been a part of my life since then. Quickly to Walter for 3. Big time moment. 5-point game. Consummate of Bozo's great. You are. You lost your bet, Bozo. Make a better bet next time. You know what is crazy? Coming into like a random chat on YouTube just to bitch about your losing parlay. That's like crazy behavior I've never understood. Mamu for 3. Doesn't go. 7-point game. We're still like in the mix. Oh, wow. Jaylen Brown just threw that down. All right. That was a 9-point game. for me, sweat makes it even worse. I've never been hospitalized. It's only been like confined to my hands. When I was younger, I used to get it on my wrist a lot. Sometimes my elbow ditches. Now it's only ever my hands, but it's like my knuckles. It's my knuckles all over. And the past year or two, it's been my fingertips, and I get a lot of splitting in my finger, which is kind of gross. Sorry. That's been the big problem lately. Anyways, I gotta put this shit on a lot. Well, maybe I'm the bozo because I'm watching the Raptors lose by 9 here. And unfortunately, Celtics starters have crushed us tonight. So it's going to be tough for the Raptors to find a way to overcome in the latter stages of this game. But they've done it a lot this season where they just stay in the mix and they find a way to get over the line. Is this what he... Well, I don't get it that. I don't get it like that. And sweat doesn't... I mean, I don't think... Maybe it does. I sweat a lot, so maybe it is that. But I think it's just cold weather mostly. Oh, it is all year. It gets worse in cold. Anyways. Wow. I guess I'm kind of lucky it's only in my hands. Could be worse. Always knuckles. Top line of the knuckles. Bottom, second, middle line of the knuckles. Not really down here. It's always here, here, sometimes side of the fingers, and then lately it gets bad at the top and splits. I told you, I'm 6 feet tall already. Feel bad for Boucher. I know he really wants to be on the court. You can say about any player in the NBA, like, I don't feel bad. They signed him to start. They were starting him. He sucked, so now he doesn't play. If he was good, he'd be starting still. What part of Toronto are you from? Don't worry about that. I'm downtown. It's crazy. One time I got picked up in an Uber by somebody who watched the channel and recognized me. That was pretty haunting because I don't want to get doxxed or anything, but not that anybody would care enough to come to my fucking house or something, but that would suck if someone did, you know, and that, I just want to eliminate any chance of that happening. Don't come to my house, please. RJ in the corner, Walter for 3. Oh my God, he's been so good tonight. Wow. 17 points for Jacoby Walter. We needed guys to step up tonight, and he's doing just that. Brown to Pritchard. Now Garza to Pritchard again. Excuse me. Down low, stripped. Jaylen Brown gets the rebound. Other way for the Raptors. RJ. Oh my God. I think he just tore his ACL. The way he went down. Please, I hope the fuck he didn't. The way he screamed, the way he went down. He's getting up. I do not want to assume. I do not want to assume. I do not want to make any claims. That looked bad. I hope the fuck it wasn't his knee. Oh, his ankle. Oh, thank fucking God it was his ankle. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry for the scare. The way he went down, I thought he did his knee. He rolled his ankle. All right. That could have been a lot worse than my initial expectation. That is not good, though. That is not good, though. That looked, the way he reacted, that's not good. And he walked off. At least he walked off under his own power. That is very, very bad. The Raptors have been not good when he has been out this season. All right, let's see if we can find a way. It's looking bleak. Down 9 now. I genuinely thought he fucking did his knee. When he fell like that and he twisted, I thought he did his knee. I'm so scarred. I tore my ACL 3 years ago and I still haven't fucking recovered. So it's scary out here. He screamed. It's not his knee, so at least there's that. Derek White, first free throw is good. Three ball for Quick doesn't go. Brown. Pass deflected or stolen, whatever. It's stolen. Quickly has it. Raptors down 11. Quickly to Shed for three. He's been good from deep tonight, but he's way off that time. What happened to AJ Lawson? Nothing? I don't think anything happened. I don't recall an injury or anything. I think he's fine. Derek White, open for three. That might be it. Yep. All right. That's over. That is it. That is the end of the game. No Barnes, no Ingram, no Pirtle. They played well, man. They fought through it. They played well. And hopefully not a period of time without RJ Barrett. Because he looked like he hurt himself there. Wow, Indiana's up 35-7 here. So we had an absolute epic of a college football semifinal yesterday between Ole Miss and Miami. We've got a dud tonight. Jesus, 35-7. Not gonna be any post game recap tonight. We're just gonna. I'm just gonna enjoy my Friday. Tough. I've enjoyed the game. They're down 14 now, but like Martin's played well. Hopefully means playing time going forward. Battle did okay. Solid night out of Barrett before the injury and Quickly. Shed looked good. You ran into a tough team missing three starters, and when that happens, you're gonna be missing some. You're gonna be up against it, and they're up against it, and hasn't worked out tonight. It could have been worse, but I mean, they're still losing by 14. If it goes to garbage time, I'm leaving, by the way. Like, I'm not going to sit through garbage time. Mamu inside and one. Keeps it somewhat interesting. Yeah, two tough games with the Sixers coming up. They've been putting things together lately. We'll see how they handle it. Sunday, Monday, I will be back. I will be streaming. Monday, the return of the Raptors Happy Hour after 2 full weeks off. Forced 2 weeks off. As a result of my laptop going down on me. Got a new computer. We're up and running. We're back. RJ's in the game. No. Oh, Walter's got the steal. That would have made it interesting. Then Brown is fouled. Raptors want a challenge. They've already used it unsuccessfully, so they don't have it anymore. So Jaylen Brown is heading to the line. Thank you, Pick 'em Up Pat. Thanks for coming through. Thank you for your super chat. Don't need to no slander anyone else. Hey, all I ask is click on the content. You click on the content, that's more than enough for me. Quickly has it after Jaylen Brown missed. Down 12. Still fighting. As they always do. Mama with the putback. 10-point game. Less than 2:50 to go. Pritchard. Oh, nice move past Mom. That's filthy stuff right there, man. 123, 111, and the Celtics have had a little bit too much for the Raptors, it seems. He's calling for it. He wants something. I don't know what he wants. RJ2. I know about sprained left ankle. We don't know the extent of the injury. RJ rolled his ankle. Yelled in extreme pain, did walk off under his own power, limping heavily though. But yeah, didn't look good. Didn't look good. IQ driving and stopping on a dime, and then missing point blank. And then Walter missed a putback. That'd be the TV getting shut off. Wow. That was ugly. Simons, mid-range, doesn't go. Doesn't. I think the game's done, but that would have really ended the game. Walter, mid-range, makes that one. Oh my God, Walter going 50 ball. I think it's 19, which is good for him. Very good. Can't recall him getting 19 this season. That must be a season high, unless I'm mistaken. And I'm an idiot, so I might be. Pritchard for 2. I mean, let's get Garrett Temple in, no? Quickly to Mamu. Driving. Throw it down. Would Bobby be a sicko for trading RJ and Jakob for 80 right now? He would. He actually would. It'd be unfair. It'd be really unfair to the players to be like, oh, I know you're the 4 seed and all, and you're in like a home playoff seed, but we're going to tank the rest of the season, actually. Come on. I don't think you can do that to your guys. I know you got to worry about the organization. That's your job. I don't think that's going to happen. Down 10, 44 seconds. Raptors still trying. Got to give them credit. You gotta support the effort. If you had the spread, you are loving this Raptors effort right now. They are one stop away from covering the spread. I mean, to be fair, depending what number you got, they covered it. Yeah, they're going to dribble it out. All right, Raptors lose by 8. You know what? They kept it close. I predicted... I actually initially predicted 125, 118, which is 1 point off. I did change my answer, granted. So I can't. I changed my answer to 115, 108, which not too far. You know what? I liked what I saw from a lot of the game today. They played a tough team in a tough environment, in a tough situation, and they looked okay. They had some solid individual performances. I think there's stuff to build off from here, but I'm at peace with that result, I think. All right. Well, hopefully Ingram and Barnes back for the next one. Hopefully Pirtle's back soon. And pray to God R.J. Barrett is not out for an extended period of time because he hurt himself. Rolled his ankle there. We'll see. But that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. I appreciate it. We're back to normal. I got a new computer delivered on Wednesday. On Tuesday, I set up Wednesday. All my old files are in this thing, so I've got all the files set up. We're back to normal with content. So we have a watch along on Sunday. We have a Raptors Happy Hour for news, discussion, chat, etc. And a watch along on Monday. And we are rolling towards the NBA trade deadline. So lots of fun content on the way. Because of that, you should be subscribed to the channel. Get subscribed to Amateur Sports. If you enjoyed today's show, I've been here for 2.5 hours, putting in work for this stuff. Putting a lot of work getting it all set up and getting the files back today. If you enjoyed, hit the like button. The least you can do is click on the video. But now that you're here, take a second at the like button. It does make a big difference. I know people say that and you go, oh, what the fuck could that little fucking emoji do? It does make a difference. Just take a second to hit that. Hope you all have a great rest of your Friday. Hope you all have a great weekend. I'll see you Sunday night for the next Raptors game against the 76ers.